Wow. Hi. Happy New Year, everybody. This is the first episode in the new year. The first episode of 2020. It is, as of the time of this recording, January 6th, 2021. And this episode is being released same day. What time is it? It's 1:30 right now. It's being released at about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're listening to this at the release, hello. If you're listening to this not at the release, hello. I'm all over the place, but I wanted to talk about in this episode, well, first of all, the new year and what's been going on with me. If you haven't known, I've been very drained energetically, and I wanted to talk about that and just the future of this podcast and the channel and what I'm trying to do this year, and like my goals, just trying to put them out there so that everybody knows what to expect. I started this podcast back in April, May, kind of for fun. Not necessarily for fun. I mean, it was something I've always wanted to do. I had a podcast in the past that didn't necessarily work out, and people were actually asking me to create a podcast. So I figured now is as good a time as any, and I started this podcast, right? With that, I had no idea what to fucking expect. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. The only thing I know how to do is turn on a camera and speak, So I did that. And by the way, if you hear people talking in the background, that's my mother and my mother's cousin. Just don't mind them. But anyway, I had no idea what to expect, no idea what the fuck I was doing. I just did, And while you guys who continually tune back in every fucking week when I post an episode or post a video, you guys are interested in stuff like that. I want to be more structured on this channel. I want to have a schedule where you guys know what to expect, when to expect it, and go from there, So my goal for 2021 is to post 2 videos a week, Monday and Wednesday. I'm shooting for 4 p.m. Monday and Wednesday, but at the very least, I'm figuring out the time, but at the very least, that every Monday and Wednesday a video will drop. Not a podcast episode. If you're listening to the podcasts drop, the episodes drop every Wednesday at whatever the fuck time I decide, right? But if you're watching me on YouTube, then a video will come out Monday and Wednesday. Wednesday's video will almost always be a podcast episode, whether it's an interview or me talking in front of the camera like that. So just to get that out of the way, I feel like I have so much to talk about. I feel like I have so much to say, and I don't even know where to begin. There's so much with every new year. This is how I approach a new year. With every new year is new reflections and new thoughts. I reflect back on the year and try to figure out how I've grown, where I could have grown, and then try and take it and go further from there. Every single year I do that, whether I write it down or I kind of just figure it out in my brain and start the new year off fresh. To me, a new year is a fresh start. As you guys know, the end of December 29th, we had to put my dog Luigi down. And that was hard. I never realized how hard it would be losing a pup. He was my first dog. I got him when I was 16. And I'd never had a family pet like that. I never had a dog. You know, I had guinea pigs and like fucking hamsters and stuff like that. Not that I love animals, but like, you know, eventually we would have to give them away, and like a hamster remains in a cage. You know what I'm saying? But he was the first dog that I ever had, and he was a best friend, you know? And so having to watch him suffer the way that he did, and having to watch his health decline the way that it did so quickly, and literally holding him, like holding his limp body in my fucking arms, it was hard, and it still is, and it's still something that is, you know, like any loss you have to adjust to, and it may sound crazy because he's a dog, but that was a blow for the end of the year. But like all things, I am the type of person, and my mother is the type of person. That's where I get it from. We're the type of people to not let those things bog us down, and we push through. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm 100%. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, all is well, because no, all is not well. I would be lying if I said that all was well. But, and this is a very big but, I know I have the tools in my brain and the tools outside of me, i.e. my support system, my family, my friends, to get through it, and push through it. And I owe it to myself to do that. And so for anybody concerned, for anybody wondering why my energy has been low lately, that's one of the reasons why. And it's something that I'm dealing with. It's something that, like all things in life, you deal with, you know, and you push through it and continue. And that's why I'm here in front of this camera right now, or in front of this microphone if you're listening to me and you're not watching me on YouTube. That's why I'm here. That's why you can hear my voice right now and see my face, because I'm not letting anything stop me or get in this. At the end of the day, when tragedies happen or bad things happen, we have to double down on what makes us happy and what wakes us up in the morning. And we have to remember those things and hold on to those things for dear life, especially in the wake of shit that happens, you know? We have to make sure that wasn't a fart. I'm just trying to get my computer to go back on. We have to make sure that we're focusing on the things that we love and focusing on our happy places in life, whatever your happy place is, you know? Especially in those times of hardship. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been reading up on a lot of Stoic philosophy, which basically its main idea is that we can't control things outside of ourselves. I can't control what happens outside of me, but what I can control is how I react to those things. Right? On New Year's Eve, I posted something on Instagram. I posted a picture. You know, it was obviously, again, after Luigi, after we had to put him down, and there was just so much been emotionally going on in my brain, right? That I was sad. You could see it in my eyes. I posted a picture of me with my mask, actually, the mask that I will be dropping, the merch mask. I don't know where it is, but it says "This shit works" on it. And it has the logo, if you're watching me, the logo that's on my computer screen right now. Anyway, I posted and I wrote from my heart, basically saying, you know, we always, in the new year or whatever it is, when it's somebody's birthday, we wish people that we love an easy life, you know? We wish, oh, I wish you joy and happiness. And while we want joy and happiness, where does joy and happiness come from? It doesn't come from a lack of obstacles. It doesn't come from nothing ever happening to you. That's impossible. It's inevitable. You're going to lose people, whether you go through a breakup, whether you lose a family member to death or you know, to a fight, whatever it is, it's inevitable. Loss is inevitable. If you are alive, you're going to lose people and situations, right? So to me, it's like, let's not, this year especially, I don't even know what I'm opening up behind me. Sorry. Let's not wish for people to have an easy life, because that's not realistic. Let's wish instead for people to have the strength and the courage to get through the obstacles that inevitably happen in life. And to me, that is what maintains happiness. What maintains happiness is your wherewithal and your will within you to carry on and to continue moving and to push through. To not allow yourself, because you are in control of how you react to things, to not allow yourself to be bogged down by the tragedies that happen in life. You know, if every single time a tragedy happened in your, it's okay to feel. It's okay to take a couple of days, even a week, maybe 2 weeks, however long you need. It's okay to take that time to recharge and say no to people and stay in and say, fuck this. I'm just going to watch my favorite show on Netflix and binge watch it 17 times because I love it, or whatever. It's okay to do that. It's not okay to take residency there. If you want to take a vacation there for a little bit, do it, right? And I want to do structured videos, like I said. This ties into what I want this channel to also be. My goal in life, but especially for 2021, you know, one brick at a time, is to help somebody out there. You know, I'm a work in progress. I'm not a perfect person. I'll never claim to be. I'm going through it. I'm fucking low energy right now. I feel it. I'm trying to build myself up, and I'm trying to stay focused on the things that I love and the things that fire me up, school and this and everything that I have coming up. I'm trying to focus on the things that I am looking forward to. You know what I mean? And so that's where I'm at. But I also want to give some insight to you guys. And, you know, I feel like this podcast has been... This channel has been seemingly all over the place. I kind of want to structure videos going forward, you know. So I have so many ideas that I've been writing down of like 5 ways to, or 6 ways, however many ways I can think of to combat depression, or not even combat it, but to deal with it, you know. And so one of those things is, for me right now, that I'm low energy, and I feel that, right? I feel that I have nothing to give to anybody. You know, I'm that type of person. I give, and then ask once for something. Rarely get it. Give. Ask once, rarely get it. You know what I'm saying? And you guys have given me so much. And if not for you guys, I don't know where the fuck I would be. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm grateful for the people who have given back to me in my life. You guys and certain friends and family members that I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? When things happen in my life, those people are right there. I'll tell you a quick story and then I'll get back on track if I can remember what the fuck I was saying. I can. Anyway, when my dog first passed away, we had to put him down. My mother and I were obviously we were distraught, you know. And it's still something that, like, as I'm talking about, I mean, it's only been a week, you know, but, that same night that we had to put my dog down, I had told two of my best friends, obviously what had happened. I was keeping in touch with them, telling them what happened. And without fail, without any twinge of like, should I not? No hesitation, they left a basket on our doorstep for my mother and I with just yellow items. Yellow candy, yellow socks, yellow little fluffy smiley faces, and it was supposed to emulate a bag of sunshine. And that was without hesitation. These are the people in my life. You guys, Keza, Christina, everybody who messaged and sent words of encouragement, whatever. That's what I focus on. And that's what keeps me going, you know? So I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I only give and never receive. No. I am so fucking grateful for what I get in this life and who gives it. I'm grateful for so many people. I just started this year in review template that I found where there's this YouTuber I follow. His name's Ali Abdal. And he has this... He says it's the most productive thing he does all year, which is his yearly review. He sits down and he reflects on the year, month by month, things that happened each month, what, you know, like goes back and literally thinks of things he accomplished, things he did, even if it was just going out to dinner with his friends, who he's grateful for. And I did this. And it really put a lot of things into fucking perspective. And, yeah. So, anyway, gratitude is always at the forefront of where I'm at. I just burped in my throat. If you heard that, I apologize. But at the same time, I also do recognize that I have a tendency to, with certain people and situations, to give more than I get. And I'm going into the new year realizing that's not good for me and my mental. That's not the best thing. I need to start matching people's energy. Even my friend Danny, who always checks up on me and makes sure I'm okay, texts me almost every single day to check in, no matter what, tells me, I love you. When I say I love you more, she says, no, we match each other's energy. You love me back. You don't have to love me more. And I know what she's saying, and what she's saying is stop fucking giving more than what you're getting. Realize that if somebody does you a favor, that doesn't mean that you have to do them 3. It's okay to receive in life. That's one of the lessons that I've had to learn going into 2021, and one of the things that I'm going to try to really work on. Another thing I want to work on and again, I'll do a more structured video on a Monday where maybe it'll be like 5 things I learned in 2020, something like that. You know what I mean? Who knows? But another thing that I'm personally going into 2021 trying to be more mindful of is my expressiveness to people. Me expressing myself and being more vulnerable in that expression, and realizing that you can have a conversation with somebody without it being confrontation. A conversation is different from confrontation. You can amicably tell somebody how you feel without accusing or coming off condescending. And that's something I still have to learn. I can address things without needing to feel vulnerable or afraid. But regardless, one of the things that I know from being depressed that I've taken with me is whenever I feel depressed or shitty, and this sounds crazy, I make it a point that when I get out of bed, the minute my feet hit that floor, I make my bed. And if I don't make my bed the minute my feet hit the floor, I go make myself breakfast first, eat my breakfast before I take a shower, come in this room, make my bed. Make it so that it's nice and done and I don't have to worry about it. And then when I'm done showering, I come back into this very room and my room is clean and made and nice. And that is one of the things that genuinely keeps me motivated. One of the many things that keeps me motivated. I learned very early on in my depression years ago that helps, because it makes you feel like you've accomplished something in your day. I want to say 3 things that I make sure that I do every single day, or that I'm going to make sure that I do every single day, because one of them I still kind of don't do every single day. But the 2 things that I do every single day is make my bed and shower. Especially when I'm feeling like shit and I'm feeling low energy. A lot of the times it's easy when we're feeling low energy. It's easy for us to be like, fuck it all. I'm not putting a goddamn bra on today. I'm not washing my hair. I'm not washing my ass. Fuck everything. I'm laying in bed like a piece of shit and I'm going to watch TV. And while it's okay to do that for a couple of days, right? But if you got to get shit done, especially if you're somebody like me who's essentially working for yourself right now, you know, if you are your own boss, you have to even if you're not your own boss, you gotta get up and get out of bed and fucking make your bed and put a bra on and wash your hair and wash your ass. And if that's the only thing you do in that day is those 2 things, you've accomplished something, and at least you can get into a clean bed, and at least you could say that you accomplished something, you know? Sorry, my phone. I forgot to put my phone on silent. I'm just fucking up all over the place. But that is what I make a point to do when I'm feeling low energy. I mean, every single day. Just now, because I have OCD, I can't, you know, if I leave my room, I'm like a wreck. And my bed a wreck, I think about it when I leave. So that's a whole nother story. I'm talking about when you're feeling low energy, right? And the third thing that I'm working on doing every single day, and this is another thing that I've taken from Stoicism and reading up on the Stoics, is like Stoic Philosophy is, and I'll leave some books that I've bought recently. I'll leave links to those books in the description below if you want to check them out. A lot of people swear by Stoicism, you know, for like a happier life, a less stressed life. There's a lot of the first Stoic philosophy, the first book that I read in Stoic Philosophy, I didn't even realize it was Stoic Philosophy because I just love reading philosophy. But I'm in love with Stoicism. The first book that I read was Seneca on the Shortness of Life. And that book, I remember reading the first page and just crying my fucking eyes out. Because he says basically how we fucking waste time in life. We waste time thinking. We waste our happiness on anxiety, so much so, you know? And we're basically like, we as human beings, we don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be wasting our lives. You know, life is too short. And it's a very quick read. I'll leave it in the description below. Actually, it'll already be left because it's one of the 9 books that fucking changed my life. And I always go back to it because I always find something new when I go. It's like 80 pages. It's not a lot at all. But the Stoics always, Marcus Aurelius is a famous Roman emperor, I want to say, and he's a famous Stoic philosopher, and he basically always talked about journaling for yourself, journaling for self-help, and so I try to journal I try to make it a point every single day to journal in the morning, and sometimes at night. Sometimes I forget in the morning, or like, it's a busy morning. So I just make it a point that at some point during the day, whenever I have a moment, I journal. I write down my feelings and literally just let my wrist do the talking. I don't plan out what I'm going to say. I don't plan out whatever flows out onto the paper, flows out onto the paper. And if I write 2 fucking lines and that's all that I had in me that day, then I wrote 2 lines. Today, I literally wrote a whole front page and like half a back page. You know what I'm saying? But maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But it's a good way. And another person that I follow, Tim Ferriss, who's also into Stoic philosophy, he says it's a good way to get rid of the monkey mind, that fucking voice inside of our heads that's constantly spewing poisonous shit into our brains. It's a way for us to get rid of that voice and kind of be still in a way, and so this year for 2021, I have goals, right? I have goals that I want to achieve. One of them is just 2 videos a week. I don't have a landmark for a subscriber count, It would be great to hit 10,000 subscribers this year on this channel. That would be fucking amazing. If I don't hit it, I don't hit it. For me, my goal is to do 2 videos a week consistently from now until the end of the year. And have a system in place where I'm doing that. Scripting videos for Mondays and posting episodes every Wednesday, and giving you guys content that hopefully is valuable, that you guys can take some insight with you. And those are my only goals. Not my only goals, but like for this channel, because at the end of the day, it's not about the following count to me. It's about the information and the value that I'm putting out there. I could do a fucking spicy noodle challenge, which might be fun, and maybe I will do that. But I really, at the end of the day, I want to give you guys value, whatever that is. And yeah, of course, I want to make you guys fucking laugh, and I don't want it to always be business as usual. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to. The world is my oyster, and I know that, but just for you guys, just expect a video. The schedule. I'm finally coming out with a schedule for this channel. The schedule is Mondays and Wednesdays. Expect a video Mondays and Wednesdays sometime in the later afternoon. That's all I can say. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in California and I post at 3, then, do the math. That's really where I'm at, I posted a video. Well, I didn't post a video. I made a video the night that my pup passed away. I made a video literally sitting in front of the sitting in front of my camera, just hysterically crying basically about the situation. And I'm gonna post it on Patreon. I don't necessarily feel comfortable posting it for every stranger who doesn't necessarily, like, my patrons, you guys, if you're a patron, to me, you're a true fan. You're not going to judge. You're paying money to support. That means you support me and my endeavors, and you're not out to do anything malicious, So therefore, if you're a patron, I trust myself giving you a video of me crying, at a low point. Not that I don't, it's just when you put it out on YouTube, any single person can fucking stumble upon your video, and I don't know if I want people to see that, at least right now. So for right now, I'm just gonna post the first video that I posted before New Year's, of basically my initial reaction to, you know, having to put my dog down or whatever, just so you guys can see, at least the patrons can see, that it's not all fucking rainbows and butterflies here, you know? At the end of the day, we show, I try not to show my highlight reel, but at the same time, I try not to, when I'm feeling like shit, I try not to show my boo-hoo either. You know, I try to keep a balance, let you guys know, like, hey, we ain't perfect on this side of the fucking camera, you know? Ain't shit perfect. Our relation, what you see is not always what it really is, all the time. And at the end of the day, we are all, as creators, choosing what we put out there for you guys, you know? We're choosing the parts of our lives that we would like you to see. And I do feel like I share a lot, but there's still a lot that is yet to be uncovered in my life. You know, people wondering if I have a lady friend, if I don't have a lady friend, like, you know what I mean? Like things like that, like certain personal things that just haven't, you know, been figured out yet and were uncovered yet. And so even I choose what I put forth to you guys, right? But every time I put something out, I just want you to know that it's real and it's raw and it's and even with the Monday videos, which are going to be scripted, that I'm going to try to make them scripted. Not scripted that I'm reading off of a fucking teleprompter. We ain't got equipment like that. But scripted in the sense that it's outlined and I know what I'm going to talk about before I fucking come on camera, you know? That type of scripted. Even with that, it's still going to be authentic to me. It's just, I want to branch out and be more creative and experiment and grow in this brand and grow on this channel as a creator. Not even necessarily my following, just grow as a video creator, you know? And so this is something I've never done before, is like scripting a video, and I want to see how it goes. And I also have another channel that I'm going to. It's Tori. Right now, the name of the channel is Tori Franco, and I want to revamp that channel and make that the Tori Franco Show clips. So what I want to do is go through episodes from the past, interviews, whatever, and chop them and find little bits and pieces that I feel are inspirational or might help, and cut them up and put them into little clips, 5-minute clips or whatever, for people who don't necessarily have fucking time or energy or attention span to sit here and listen to me ramble on for a fucking hour. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the highlight reel of this podcast, you know? So look out for that. I'll let you guys know when that's finished and stuff like that. Then I have merch stuff. That's just, I guess this is just the update for 2021. What to expect, where I'm at emotionally, where I'm at productively. You know, I have new merch dropping. I'm very excited for it. I have a tentative date. I'm not going to give it out yet. You guys have, I can tell you guys have seen, I've worn the items, and I will continue to wear the items. I'm just, you know, there's a lot of things I got to work out on the back end, on the business end of things. So stay tuned. A lot of new things happening, things in the works. And I will keep everybody abreast a titty. I will keep everybody a titty. I'm such a fucking child. About it all. You know, you guys know. I'll let you guys in on what's going on. And that's it, man. That is it. Stay tuned. I'm excited for what's to come on this channel with this podcast. I have interviews coming up. And yeah, thanks everybody for fucking rocking with me. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for everything. You guys have made my fucking year. Genuinely made my entire year, changed my life. It's because of you guys that I'm here right now. It's because of you guys that I have the motivation to continue being here. It's because of you guys that I really believe this can be something and go somewhere. It's because of you guys that I had the courage and the strength and the belief to completely change the trajectory of my life path, you know, and I will never forget that. I will never not be grateful for that and for you guys and for the support. And I wish, you know, I mean, one day, but I wish right now, today, January 6th, that I could just give back to you guys more than these videos, you know. I know you guys say that's enough and stuff like that, but I can never repay you all for the love and support and the community that you guys feel I've given you, but realistically you guys have given that to me. Because listen, I could sit behind a camera and fucking ramble on, but if I have no audience and no people connecting with me, then there is no community. So you guys are the community, you know, and I thank you all. This year has been incredible. It's been outrageous. And so much more good has happened than bad, and I'm grateful for that, because not many people have had a really good year, you know. So all things considered, yes, I'm feeling low right now, but this too shall pass. I know it will, because I'm in control of if it will. And that's that. I love you all very, very much. Stay tuned. I'm very excited for what's to come. Happy fucking New Year, everybody. And remember, if you're going through it, make your fucking bed. Okay? I love you. I'll see you guys next Wednesday.